Welcome back. We're looking at formal letters, and you can be asked to write a letter of apology or excuse, explaining why you've done something wrong. Let's have a look at this example. Dear Sir, apology for poor behavior. Yesterday evening, my friends and I were at your restaurant and we behaved rather badly. Oh, it's in the wrong place. We were loud and boisterous and disturbed your other patrons. Our singing of Happy Birthday was very loud and we repeated the song throughout the evening. Our treatment of your staff was also poor. We shouted at the waiter when he got two of the orders mixed up. Although he was at fault, our reaction was excessive and unpleasant. It was also unnecessary because you sorted out the problem as quickly as you could. We sent rather rude messages to your chef also. I have no excuse for our behavior and would just like to apologize for it. We are all very embarrassed today. Yours faithfully, and there'd be a signature and print the name. Now, what kind of letter is that? Is that a good letter? Is it a bad letter? No, it's a good letter. This is actually in response to a topic that was set a few years ago in the matric exam, and it's very typical of the kind of things that you can be asked. You've done something wrong, write a letter of apology. Now, I want to go back and just look at it in a bit more detail to see how has the student structured that letter. It starts with the heading, a nice short heading. It says, Dear Sir, because presumably you met the manager. After all, you were behaving particularly badly at his restaurant. It starts by explaining who, my friends and I, what, we behaved rather badly, when, yesterday evening. It doesn't really explain why, but it does explain where. So the opening paragraph gives the outline, the background, and introduces the letter. Notice it does not begin, I am writing this letter to apologize, but it does explain what the letter is going to be about. So there's the opening, very short paragraph. Then what did the student do? It explains what they did. Loud and boisterous. Boisterous is like over-exuberant, jumping around, moving about. Disturbed the other people. They sang Happy Birthday very loudly. They repeated the song throughout the evening. So the key idea in that paragraph is that they were loud and they disturbed the evening for other people. Next paragraph. Our treatment of your staff was also poor. Notice this is your topic sentence. It's really important that you plan every paragraph. And planning every paragraph means you must have the main idea of that paragraph. So this paragraph is about how they treated the staff. Shouted at the waiter, we sent rather rude messages to the chef. So it's all related. Everything in this paragraph is related to the topic sentence. Is it usual to put the topic sentence at the beginning of a paragraph? Yes, it often appears there. And I would say in a letter like this, put the topic sentence at the beginning of the paragraph. Then the marker can see that you're structuring it absolutely clearly. So the first body paragraph was about the noise, and then the second one is about the treatment of the staff. Then this is your conclusion. Again, a very short paragraph. I have no excuse. I'd just like to apologize. We're all very embarrassed today, and you sign it off. So it is a well-planned and well-structured letter. Now, when you look, as we've done, at the two kinds of letter, the letter of complaint and the letter of apology, we are looking at how you can structure those letters into 3 paragraphs. And that's what you must aim at every time you write a letter. So you've got your brief introduction, where, who, what, why, just get all the main details in. And in your conclusion, just sign it off. Don't waffle on about, I've got to go now, or getting off the topic. You stick to the topic that you were set. It's a letter of apology. It's a letter of complaint. Stick to the topic and just end. And then the body gives you the bulk of the letter. Here, explaining what they did wrong. In a letter of complaint, introduction is very much what we've said. What are you complaining about? Who, what, why, when, where, what happened? The conclusion should really be, what action do you want the person to take? So in the last segment, the person said, I don't really know what I want you to do, but I need you to know about it. I just want to tell you about it. But normally, you give the action that you want that person to take. And in the body, you explain the complaint in more detail. So let's say there was very bad service. You'd introduce why, what, when, where. And then in the body, you'd give the detail, the supporting evidence. And then the conclusion, tell them what you want them to do. We continue talking about letters in the next segment.